About 2 years ago, I learned that exhaustion can be just as dangerous as fear. I had just left a family reunion that ran longer than planned. Everyone kept insisting I stay the night, but I couldn't. I had work early the next morning, and the drive home was only supposed to be about 2 hours. I'd done it before, plenty of times. At least, that's what I kept telling myself. The first 45 minutes were easy. Familiar highways, dim street lights, occasional cars passing by. But eventually, the road narrowed, and the lights disappeared completely. That stretch of road was infamous. Dense trees on both sides, thick bushes swallowing the shoulders, no houses, no gas stations, no signs of life. The kind of place you only ever see in horror movies, and immediately think, yeah, I'd never stop there. And yet, that's exactly where I ended up. The tiredness didn't creep in gradually. It hit me all at once. 1 second I was alert, humming along to the radio, and the next my eyes felt like sandbags. My head dipped forward. I jerked it back up. I rolled down the window. Cold air slapped my face. Didn't help. I turned the radio louder, switched stations, music, talk shows, static. None of it mattered. My eyelids kept drooping. My vision blurred at the edges. I told myself I just needed to push through. Just another hour, maybe less. But deep down, I knew I was lying to myself. I scanned the road, hoping for a rest stop, a parking lot, even a wide shoulder where I could pull over safely. But there was nothing. Just trees. Endless, suffocating trees. That's when I made the worst decision of my life. I slowed down and pulled off the road onto the grass, carefully guiding my car behind a thick cluster of bushes. From the road, it was barely visible, just darkness swallowing darkness. I don't know why I felt the need to hide. Maybe instinct, maybe fear. I checked my phone. No signal. Then I glanced at the dashboard clock. 11:22 p.m. I remember the time clearly because something about it stuck in my head. Like my brain was warning me to remember it. I locked the doors, reclined the seat just a little, and told myself I'd only rest for 10 minutes. Sleep took me instantly. The sound pulled me out of the darkness like a hook. Scratch, scratch. I jolted awake, heart pounding. For a second, I didn't know where I was. Then the trees outside the windows came into focus. The clock read 11:50 p.m. The scratching stopped. I held my breath, listening. Nothing. No footsteps, no movement. Just silence pressing in on all sides. I told myself it was an animal. A raccoon, maybe. A deer brushing against the car. It made sense. This was their territory, not mine. And I was still so tired. So unbelievably tired. I closed my eyes again. The scratching came back. Louder this time. Longer, slower. It wasn't random anymore. It felt deliberate, like something testing the surface of the car. I opened my eyes. 12:40 a.m. Almost an hour had passed. My mouth went dry. The sound didn't stop. It dragged along the side of the car, nails, or something like nails, tracing the metal. A faint vibration ran through the door. I stayed frozen, staring straight ahead. Don't panic, I told myself. Don't move. Then a thought crept in that made my blood run cold. If it was an animal, why had it come back? And why did it feel like it was looking for something? My hands trembled as I slowly lifted my eyes to the rearview mirror. For just a split second, I saw movement. Something tall. Too tall. It vanished into the trees before my brain could fully process it. That was it. Every horror story I'd ever heard came rushing back. The urban legends, the warnings, the one about the man with a hook scratching cars to lure people out. I didn't care if it was irrational. I wasn't staying there another second. I turned the key. The engine roared to life, loud and aggressive in the silence. The scratching stopped immediately. I pulled back onto the road and hit the gas. My heart hammered as I sped forward, eyes darting between the road and the mirrors. That's when I saw it. Less than 100 yards ahead, just past a bend, there was another car pulled off to the side of the road. Its driver's side door was wide open. No lights, no movement. I slowed down despite every instinct screaming at me not to. I don't know why I looked. Curiosity, concern, maybe shock. The interior was empty. No driver, no passengers, just darkness. A horrible feeling settled in my stomach. I glanced at the rearview mirror. Nothing. Then, out of nowhere, a figure burst around the bend behind me. He was sprinting, running straight toward my car. I slammed the accelerator. But as I sped up, I heard him scream. "Hey! Hey, you!" His voice cracked, raw with desperation. "Get out of the car! Now!" I didn't stop. I didn't even think. I floored it and tore down the road, my headlights shaking with the speed. I didn't see him again. I wish that was where it ended. It wasn't. The rest of the drive passed in. Then, out of nowhere, a figure burst around the bend behind me. He was sprinting, running straight toward my car. I slammed the accelerator, but as I sped up, I heard him scream. "Hey! Hey, you!" His voice cracked, raw with desperation. "Get out of the car, now!" I didn't stop. I didn't even think. I floored it and tore down the road, my headlights shaking with the speed. I didn't see him again. I wish that was where it ended. It wasn't. The rest of the drive passed in a blur. I didn't slow down until I reached the highway. When I finally pulled into my driveway, the sun was already beginning to rise. I didn't sleep that day, or the next, because no matter how tired I was, every time I closed my eyes, I heard the scratching again. And then, things got worse. 3 days later, I noticed a thin line on my car door. A scratch. Long. Perfectly straight. At first, I assumed it happened somewhere else. A parking lot. A careless driver. Anything but what my mind suggested. Then I saw another one. And another. Always appearing overnight. Always on the side of the car closest to my bedroom window. That's when I started checking the locks before bed. Double checking them, then triple checking. One night, around 12:40 a.m., I woke up for no reason at all. My phone screen lit up when I checked the time. 12:40, the same time. My chest tightened. That's when I heard it. Scratch. Scratch. Not on the car. On the wall outside my bedroom. Slow, patient, like whatever was out there knew I was awake. I didn't move, didn't breathe. The sound stopped. And then, right outside the window, something whispered my name. Not shouted, not growled, whispered, like it had practiced saying it. I moved out 2 weeks later, sold the car, changed my number, and never told anyone the full story. Because there's one detail I haven't mentioned yet. When that man ran toward my car on the road, he wasn't screaming for help. He was screaming in fear. And just before I sped away, I realized something horrifying. He wasn't running at me. He was running from something behind him, something I never looked back to see.